marry Margarita, we'll have 10,000 acres, 1,000 head of cattle. There's no need to be greedy. A man doesn't need more than that.
Of course, this is not the reason you're marrying Margarita, because she's so wealthy.
We were meant for each other.
You and Margarita, or you and the cattle and the 10,000 acres?
All of us together is all part of the same picture. And what a beautiful picture it is, Diego.
Well, tell me, would the picture be so beautiful if it did not have that gold frame around it?
But the point is, she does have these things. And I do want to marry her. And if you don't want to help us get away from Zorro, we'll get along without you. We'll run off and get married right away. By the time Zorro finds out about it, we'll already be married. What can he do then, huh?
Hey, you'd be surprised how quickly Zorro finds things out. Things like this.
The Walt Disney Studios present Zorro, starring Guy Williams and Cesar Romero.
Tell me you care. La da da, la da da da.
Uncle Esteban out of bed already? And it's hardly noon.
Margarita came over to see him. He had no other choice.
Diego. Zorro has done so many things against tremendous odds. Why can he not do a simple thing like sending Esteban back to Spain?
Well, he's a very determined man. I'm afraid we're going to have to learn to put up with him. Permanently.
Ah, Diego. I asked about you, but your father said you had ridden into the Pueblo for some foolish reason.
Well, that's one of the hazards of being a useful member of society. I had to arrange for the sale of some hides.
Ah, that's a messy business.
But there's something musical about the jingle of gold coins.
Ah.
Esteban has an idea he wishes to discuss with you, Diego. Tell him.
I have been thinking of El Zorro and his efforts to prevent my marriage to Margarita. There can only be one answer. He must be in love with her himself. I thought this might be a clue to his identity.
Unfortunately, Uncle, this could apply to almost any young man who has ever met Margarita.
Gracias.
See, but I was coming to this. I have noticed, Diego, that Zorro never seems to show his face when you are with her.
What do you mean?
Well, this Zorro, whoever he is, apparently is not jealous of you.
You know, I'm not so sure this is a compliment, Uncle. At any rate, Zorro would be foolish to be jealous of me.
Tell him your plan.
All right. Now, supposing you and Margarita were to take a ride, huh? And supposing you just happened to ride south towards the mission San Juan Capistrano.
Margarita and me.
See. And then supposing that I were to ride off alone in another direction and then circle around and meet you at Capistrano.
Don't you see?
Before Zorro knows what is up, Margarita and I can get married.
And you can be the best man.
If Uncle Esteban is so afraid of Zorro that he cannot accompany his intended bride to the altar, then I do not think there's much question of who is the best man.
It is not a question of being afraid of Zorro.
Diego, I know that you and your father have not been very enthusiastic about this marriage. But do you think he would attend if we asked him?
Oh, why don't you try him and see? He's on the patio.
Well, excuse me a moment, please.
Si.
Margarita.
Si.
Uncle Esteban, he's a wonderful man. But he doesn't look at things the way we do. I'm afraid he's a bit of a rogue.
I do not care. I do not think I've ever had so much fun in my life as I've had with him. I've never met anyone so alive, so much in love with music and laughter, and with everything that is beautiful. Diego, I'm sorry. I did not mean that the way it sounded. I did not mean about his being in love with me.
I know.
And he is in love with me. But don't you agree?
Yes, I agree. As far as I know, Uncle Esteban loves everybody.
What I say is prove that you love the girl. Prove that you're worthy of her. Then I'm sure you will have the blessings of everybody. Myself, her father, even Zorro.
When you asked to marry my sister, I do not recall that you had to prove yourself to my father or to me or to some outlaw with a price on his head.
That was different. I was a De La Vega.
Yeah. Oh.
I tell you what I will do. Out of memory to your sister, God bless her soul, I will give you a chance to prove yourself. I will give you some land, possibly a few hundred acres, some cattle to stock it. I will let you demonstrate whether you can be a Californiano, a man of substance and stability, an hacendado.
An hacendado, huh? Sell hides that are messy for bags of gold coin that make such beautiful music.
What is this? I do not follow you.
Mark this day in your diary, my brother by marriage. The rolling stone has rolled to a halt. And may the moss grow thick and green and fast.
Earlier in the spring through there, you should see it. Rampant with wildflowers.
Who can blame them if they are a little wild? Growing up in a place like this?
There is even a building on the property. Follow me.
Anyone care for a nice drink of cool sand?
It is an old well, Esteban. It has not been used in years.
I can see where one might get out of the habit.
Do you think my family had better than this to start with? Do you think the landholders that came here had their haciendas already built? Their herds established?
You come from sturdy stock, Alejandro. I've said that many times.
I tell you, my grandfather would have been a happy man to have had all this to start with.
My grandfather was born in an adobe hut without roof or windows. This would have been a palace to him.
Please, everyone, I do not mean to sound rude, but do you mind going away and leaving me alone for a while? This may be a turning point in my life. I want time to think.
I know how you feel, Esteban. It is a great day in a man's life when he says to himself, this is mine. In all the world, with all of its people, this belongs to me.
This belongs to me. I drink to that.
Here's the government subsidy my grandfather received. 2 mares, 2 cows with 1 calf, 2 ewes, 2 she-goats, plus 1 yoke of oxen or bullocks.
Seems almost too much.
From that beginning, we have built up one of the finest herds in all of California.
But it took you 3 generations. I don't expect to live that long.
What is it you want, Esteban? I am giving you the land, the cattle, the equipment. You do not need to pay this back ever. There are no strings attached. Do you think I'm not being fair?
Oh, no, Alejandro, you are being more than generous.
Well, then, what is it you want?
You are a sporting man, are you not, Alejandro?
What does this to do with our discussion?
Just answer the question. You are not opposed to taking a sporting chance now and then?
Well, I suppose not on certain occasions.
I am not a young man, Alejandro. I do not have years and years ahead of me to build up a big estate from this very generous beginning. Give me a sporting chance. I will match you for all these things that you offer to give me, double or nothing.
But it's like gambling against myself.
But you yourself said there are no strings attached. What does it matter how I get them? It is a simple sporting proposition, double or nothing.
All right.
Heads or tails, you call.
Heads.
Well, I guess this is your lucky day. You win.
What kind of a coin is that?
What, even you, Alejandro, you do not recognize a Spanish florentavo?
But how do you tell heads or tails? I do not see the difference.
Well, what do we have here?
Oh, nothing at all. We're just having a little private wager.
It is this coin, Diego. I have never seen one like it in California. What did you call it, a florentavo?
Yeah.
Did you happen to see a coin like this while you were in Spain?
Why, yes, it's a commemorative Florentine medallion. No monetary value.
Oh, excuse me. I must go upstairs to my room.
Did Uncle Esteban try to spend this?
No. If it is not a coin, then it has no heads or tails. And Esteban, he purposely...
What?
Oh, nothing, Diego. I just do not feel that your uncle really has his mind set on being a California landowner.
Actually, there was no reason for me to try to take part of your father's property. After I marry Margarita, I will have 10,000 acres, 1,000 head of cattle. There's no need to be greedy. A man doesn't need more than that.
Of course, this is not the reason you're marrying Margarita, because she's so wealthy.
We were meant for each other.
You and Margarita, or you and the cattle and the 10,000 acres?
All of us together is all part of the same picture. And what a beautiful picture it is, Diego.
Well, tell me, would the picture be so beautiful if it did not have that gold frame around it? Would you still want to marry her if she had none of these things?
But the point is, she does have these things, and I do want to marry her. And if you don't want to help us get away from Zorro, we'll get along without you. We'll run off and get married right away. By the time Zorro finds out about it, we'll already be married. What can he do then, huh?
Hey, you'd be surprised how quickly Zorro finds things out. Things like this.
How is he going to find out? I'm not going to tell him. Neither's Margarita. Surely you wouldn't.
Of course not. It's just that the peons, they seem to think that Zorro is supernatural. At any rate, he finds things out and no one knows how.
That is nonsense.
You know, you can think you're alone, the way we are here. And then you find out that Zorro was there all the time.
I would advise you to spend a little more time indoors after sundown, Diego. Obviously, you're a little moonstruck.
And just remember what I told you, Uncle. You can't get away from Zorro. Esteban, look out.
Diego, I am through. I give up. I am going now to tell Margarita that we can never be married. I am returning immediately to Spain.
Isn't this a rather sudden decision?
Everywhere I look, there is a Z for Zorro. It is getting so that I cannot... What is that for?
Wipe your forehead. You're returning to Spain immediately? Couldn't you just not marry Margarita and remain here for a longer visit?
Even you, Diego, and your father think the same as Zorro. That I am interested in Margarita only for her money.
Well, it has happened before, huh? The widow in Paris, the Countess in Madrid.
And what do you know of them? Stories that you have heard, passed from one mouth to the next. Stories that have been twisted and distorted in the telling. I did not feel towards them the way I feel towards Margarita. They were fair weather friends, merely charming companions. Yeah, but beautiful, of course.
If you really love Margarita, and you honestly and truly think you can settle down and make her happy, maybe you shouldn't go off and leave her. Perhaps you've been misjudged.
No, Diego. No. That is one of the laws of destiny. All our todays and all our tomorrows are immutably shaped by our yesterdays. I have been a rolling stone gathering my fun where I found it. And now when at last I have found my one true love, I cannot change what I have become. I am not worthy of her. I never could be.
Wait, don't go.
I am going now to her hacienda to take my leave. You might ask Bernardo to pack my things. I shall be leaving immediately to return to Spain.
Who's there?
Diego, it is Marquis Cortazar. Where is Margarita?
I don't know. Isn't she home? He's on Marcus. He's looking for Margarita.
But why here? She has not been here.
Well, let's find out.
It is Margarita. It is getting so late. I wonder why she has not come home.
She's not been here. Uncle Esteban left early this evening to see her at your hacienda.
Are you sure? She said she was going to meet him here, that he is packing up to return to Spain.
They could have met on the way.
Well, where could they be at this hour?
Do not get excited, Marcus. I'm sure if anything had happened, we would have heard. Come inside.
I just don't understand it.
I think I do.
Do not be concerned, my dear. It is only normal for anyone to have a few misgivings. Just have faith in me.
I do not know, Esteban. I am not so sure we should rush into this so fast. There's been no time to think.
Well, we cannot turn back now, my dear. This is the first time we've been able to give Zorro the slip.
We have been so busy trying to fool Zorro. I hope we have not fooled ourselves.
This Zorro. He always seemed to know everything I was doing and everything I ever said. Even when I said I was going back to Spain. He's probably sleeping peacefully now, thinking I have given up. Well, that's what he gets for eavesdropping on private conversations.
Zorro!
It's Zorro.
He found out.
Hold on.
Do not worry, Don Esteban. We will take care of Zorro for you.
We will?
You are not going to pass this time, Senor Zorro. After him, Corporal. We've got him this time.
No danger, senor. I merely wish to speak to her in private. I have something to say to you, and I'm afraid you're going to have to listen. The final decision is up to you. I leave you now.
Senor Zorro, it is one thing to fight against bandits and do the things you are famous for. You'll find it quite another thing to try and make a woman change her mind.
If this is a lesson I must learn, I could not ask for a more beautiful teacher.
My dear, are you all right?
Yes, I am all right.
Let us hurry into the church.
Esteban,
Sí, querida mía.
it is not true that you love me only for my money.
How can you say such a thing? Is that what old Zorro tried to tell you?
And if I had no money, no property, you would still want to marry me, wouldn't you?
You know I would, querida mía.
I'm so happy. Because that is what I was afraid to tell you. The lawyers explained it all to my father yesterday. Under the terms of the land grant, my father cannot give anything to a daughter, unless, of course, she is married to a Californiano. Was foolish of me not to tell you, wasn't it? Because, after all, what difference does it make?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure Don Alejandro will give you back the property you lost to him, and we could fix up the building, live in half of it, and keep chickens in the other half.
Oh. Oh, my dear, I cannot permit this. That you, a daughter of wealth and position, a jewel worthy of the finest setting, should throw herself away on a man that is not truly worthy of her. No, this I cannot permit.
It would be such a happy, simple life. Just you and me together. And, of course, the chickens. I do not know why you say you don't deserve it.
Well, there is also a question of duty, my child. Spain is at war. My king needs me. Adios, querida mía. Adios.
What is this, senor?
The Spanish Florentavo. You may keep the difference until we meet again.
Gracias, senor. Gracias.
What a magnificent road.
Next week, a needless shooting, a shot that ignites the flames of hatred, and a bitter feud ends in violent death.
So you see, it is not just a simple case of burning down a house for revenge. It is now a case of murder.
Next week, the spark of revenge sets off one of your greatest adventures with Zorro.